brains, one cell, two brains, one cell, two brains, one cell, two brains, one cell.
I am Satan, Lord of Darkness.
Okay, what a way. Actually, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, episode 66.
Yeah, actually, I'm glad I caught it.
And I've got it on my shirt.
Yeah, you do. Look how cute he is.
Let's go, Satan.
Anyways, welcome back to Two Brains, One Cell, episode 66, where we give Carson an exorcism. Today's going to be so much fun.
Be gone, demon.
Bombard!
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Brittany fell. It's Brittany, bitch.
Oh, and the pick.
Oh, no, the dick pic. Hey, guys, welcome. Wow. Chaotic start, but when is it not, all right? Let's be honest with ourselves. It is episode 66, one more 6, and that is the devil's number, if some of you don't know. You know, the mythical guy that was like, fire, you know, that guy.
You know, the guy that was like, fire,
It's like, here, I'll do my best Satan impression. Hey, I'm Satan. Everything's on fucking fire. What the hell?
Fire, hell, you're bad.
Oh, you're bad. Get down here. Fire. You weren't one of the chosen angels.
I really hope that there's just this, like, if that shit's real, you get to hell, and the devil is literally just some white dude in a tuxedo or something sitting at a desk with a shit ton of papers.
Yep.
And you just walk in, and it's just a really, like, deep red office, and you're just like, is this, am I in the right? And then it just looks up at you over his glasses. He goes, and then looks through some of the papers and goes, Carson? Yeah. And he goes, fucking go over there for a second, please. I'm just
take a number. We'll call
just go sit down for a second. I've got way too much shit to deal with you specifically right now. So just go for a second. And that's how you go into purgatory.
Yep. He's just too fucking busy.
Yeah. To actually deal with you. He's just like,
just get the fuck out.
Can you just go?
Just please leave.
You slowly start to develop a relationship with him. You're like, hey, how's work today? And he's like, God, it's one after another. I don't know. Some of these people, I don't get why they send them down to me. Like, and I mean, sometimes you get someone down here that, killed some people, and then sometimes you get it like they just fucking punched a kid in the throat.
They jaywalk one time and God's like, nope, to hell with you.
Yeah,
it's like, it feels redundant at this point.
And then other times you get someone that deserves to be down here, like someone that lets their dog shit on your lawn and doesn't pick it up.
Exactly.
Then we damn them to hell forever.
And that's what we do.
And we just have to really prioritize what's going on, and he's just giving me all this paperwork, and it's just, oh my gosh.
It's like, I have asked him to redo that, what the fuck is it, the Old Testament, that dumb piece of shit book. I asked him to redo it, and he just won't, because he says you fuckers are so stuck on it.
This system, come on, you guys are using computers nowadays.
He said he tried to release Bible 2, and you guys thought it was fake.
Can I just get a typewriter at least? I hate handwriting of this shit.
My hand hurts, I have arthritis.
My carpal tunnel, listen to this.
Yeah. Like a fucking metal grinder.
just construction noises.
Ding, 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 ding. Yep.
Someone's in hell, and you look in the corner, and he's just in the corner with headphones on, crying.
Then all this,
and the devil, and you like, wait, what's he doing over there? And he's like, oh, it's metal pipe falling. It's silence.
10 hour.
It's silence interrupted by metal pipe falling. 10 hour on the loop, though.
Yeah.
So
he has to sit in that corner for at least 10 years.
For the next at least 10 more centuries.
Yeah, he's gonna be stuck there for a minute. And then all of a sudden it turns into an Adam Sandler movie, and they start making out.
It turns into an Adam Sandler movie, and somehow this guy gets a fucking remote.
Right?
He goes to Bed Bath & Beyond and goes to the Beyond. You're not gonna believe what's in the Beyond section of Bed Bath and Beyond.
Bankruptcy. Actually, they're closing on the 31st, fun fact.
The devil works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, he works in mysterious ways. It's like, hey, we don't need these shitty fucking candles anymore. Bed Bed and Body Works, they got candles. Okay, we only need one fucking candle store.
You know, Beyond was like just the kitchen. Just like kitchen appliances and shit.
I ain't gonna say it. I don't really think I have to.
What are the 3 main things?
I ain't even gotta say it.
Oh, and why didn't they just Bed Bath and Kitchen? They really had to. They really had to add the extra B.
They had to go for the triple B.
Yeah.
You know. Maybe the owner just really liked boobs.
Big bad bitches, baby. Let's go. Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah, that's what it was. And someone's like, we gotta change that, man. Yo, that's not gonna fly.
And then the devil's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to hell.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it really happened.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he has a golf club.
And you're not gonna believe it. This guy was a hockey player.
No
okay?
way.
And now he's golfing.
What?
The swing
on this
guy?
fucking guy. Wait till he hits a little run up.
And then just wait. He ends up going on a cruise
No.
with his sister.
No.
But his sister is also played by him. You can't even tell the difference.
No shit.
You can't tell the difference between... Okay, I did say that wrong.
You did.
What was I trying to say?
I have no idea.
Either way. Jill from Jack and Jill. Smash!
How old is
God. Have
That's
you
what-
not seen that movie?
Quite honestly, if I did, I can't remember.
Oh, it's like they're like grown. I think it's Jennifer Aniston again. And Adam Sandler.
I mean,
And-
I'm not upset that it's Jennifer Aniston. She's hot, smash. But like,
And then he just kind of like Medea's it, where he's dressed up as a woman playing alongside himself, but it's his sister. And it's like that thing where it's like, why do you have to come on this cruise with us? You're so annoying. And by the end of it, they're like, oh, yeah, we have the family bond. And then they do like some coordinated dance together or some shit like that. That looks fire as fuck.
I fucking love the power of friendship.
This one's the power family in this one.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I forgot Fast and Furious family can send you to fucking space, apparently.
Transformers next.
They're from space.
Anyway, that was a fun little
No, it wasn't.
tangent that we started with.
What's happening?
Why is the machine on there? I don't know why I didn't erase that.
Yeah, I was about to say. The ice cream machine. That's
Broken.
broken. Yep.
Smash.
Smash.
I smashed it.
I smashed
That's
it.
why it's
Yeah,
broken.
that's why it's broken. Did you know this was a while ago? But I read that McDonald's was getting sued by the ice cream
For
company
saying it, yeah.
for like giving their company such a bad rap. But it's like,
Yep.
they are not fucking broken. You're lazy.
Yeah, it's because every time they just don't want to clean the machine or they don't
Exactly.
want to do it. They just are like, it's broken.
It's broken. And it was just so funny that the company's like, you're lying pieces of shit. You're lazy.
You know what? Actually, speaking of that, the other night it was Tuesday, I think. Tuesday or Wednesday.
No, yesterday was Thursday.
I said the other night. Doesn't mean specifically
Which
that
other?
other night.
Other than that one, what other?
Any other night.
See, and that's why it's confusing to me.
I'm lost, dude.
Where are you?
I don't know.
Do you need help? Yes. How about you get out your fucking phone? We have Google Maps for a reason.
Do you need help? Yeah. Fire! Death! Fire! Fire!
Fire!
Hell!
Fire! Fire!
No, so I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the two. And I had gotten home and snipe. And I had gone to the gym. It had to have been Wednesday. Got home from the gym, and then I was trimming my beard and like.
So
getting
we were
rid of the
both
neck
wrong.
Beard. It was Wednesday, and so I was just having like I don't know. I was cleaning up everything, and then my mom calls me and she goes, "Do you want to go to dinner tonight at Steiny's?" And I had never been there before.
I fucking love
I'd never
Steiny's.
been there before, so I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And then I was like, "What time?" And she goes, "Let me look." And she goes, "I'll probably be there in like 20 minutes." And I'm still butt ass naked in the bathroom, like just getting my whole skincare routine and everything done. And I'm just like, 20 minutes.
20 more minutes in.
Do do do
Slaughter.
do 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 do. 2 brains, 1 cell. That's the end of the episode. I'll see you guys next week. Anyway, I'll just skip through that. I couldn't make it in time, and I was really sad I couldn't make it.
We'll have to go. That's Steiny's. It's like a little sports bar.
She brought home some food. Like, the shrimp was fantastic, and the wings were fantastic,
Yeah,
and I had them cold.
It's a small little place. If it's still at the same location, just in the middle of the BDO.
Yeah.
It's so good. I used to go there after work when I was at that paint job.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Ice cream paint job. That actually ties in. So, I get done out of the shower, and I'm not editing the podcast. I'm not doing music stuff. I don't have to upload the podcast. And so I look around and I go, I'm going to clean. And so I just, like, deep cleaned all of upstairs. Like, I'm moving, like, all of the kitchen utensils off the counter and cleaning under that, and then
Just
moving it all
fucking-
back. Just pulling it off onto the ground.
Blenders,
And just
knives.
sweeping it up and
Yeah.
throwing it away.
Yep. I cleaned the house.
I deep cleaned the house, and it was funny because as she was pulling up, I was pushing the island back against the wall that we have, and I was like, shit.
Like, you're not doing anything wrong, but you don't want to get caught pushing a table.
Yeah, well, and I don't know why. I was just like, I don't want her to catch me in the middle of cleaning for some reason.
I do the same thing. I just also don't want to be in the main area of the house when people come home.
Yeah.
Because then they want to talk.
Yeah, well, I
Well,
knew she was gonna see it.
It's
just
different
didn't
if
want
it's your
to.
mom.
Right. And I don't know why. I just was like, I didn't want her to come upstairs and see that it was clean and
just
like,
see,
just
Hey, one
breaking
sec.
the floor. And then but then
And
I
then a
came
hole in the
down
wall?
the stairs. Yeah, I came down the stairs and I was gonna go throw the garbage away, and she goes, "Can you take these?" And it's the food that she brought home. And I was like, I was about to take the garbage out, and then she like looks outside because she has to grab other stuff, and I'm just sitting there with the, like holding the garbage because I didn't want to go back up there, then have her follow me up there. The whole reason why I was trying to hurry down, and I still don't know why I didn't want to be up there when she saw that it was clean. I have no idea why.
it's just him being like, I can't wait till they see the surprise.
And so then I
Oh, well.
I took the garbage out, and as I took the garbage out, and I was gonna go check the mail.
What was her name?
Garbage.
Okay.
Yeah. She was pretty cute, you know.
Yeah?
But kind of stinky.
Didn't work out.
Kind of stinky, you know.
Yeah.
Oh. Let me open the door. Well, some stink lines.
Yeah.
Little flies.
Definitely.
Yeah.
How many flies?
3.
Ugh, okay, stinky.
Stinky.
Yeah, okay.
And then I went to go check the mail. Because remember a while ago when I was like, I got jury duty.
Yeah.
They never called. They never had that. They never contacted me. Like, I was like, I just can't be. I'm not available for this to this time.
Yeah.
And then it was just temporary excuse dates. So I thought that meant like, okay, you'll be excused for that time, and then we'll contact you after that. You know, like if it's not by that amount of time, then we'll contact you after that. And so I kept checking the mail like every time after we got back from Arizona. I was like, fuck, like, I'm just dreading this. Still nothing.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be May to June. So unless they're really just going to push it to the end of June, like, I had nothing.
Yeah, what happens if they just don't have a case for you?
Well, and I think the temporary excuse dates meant for that period total.
Yeah.
So instead of it just being my little beginning of May thing, it was actually the whole May to June area. They were just like, all right, not this time, and then just moved on. Because they were like, if it happens while he's gone, then he's going to skip it, and we might as well just push him out, and we'll just get someone else, you know?
Yeah, there's no shortage of people.
Right.
Like,
so I was just been like, okay, well, all right. But anyway, I went to go check the mail, and I came back. Well, actually, as I was putting the garbage in the garbage can, I could hear her go, "Whoop! Oh my gosh! From outside.
good shit.
And so then I walked over and got the mail and came back inside, and she goes, cars! She's like, why? And I go, I don't know, I got bored.
Yep. That was always so fun. parents, moms especially, were just like, they always expect a reason. It's like, what do you want?
I
And
literally do this for a fucking job.
yeah,
I
it's
don't-
like I was genuinely horribly bored. Like I needed something.
I was like, this looked a little messy. Thought I'd clean it up. And
The way you organized your forks pissed me off, Mom.
yeah, you could have done better with the coffee area. The counter space over here was horrendous.
It's like if you move this one over a couple inches and then this one back, looks way fucking nicer. Okay?
Literally what I did. I moved one over and then pushed it closer to that, and then it just had so much more room instead of this like pushed together bunch
I
of
just imagine
shit.
you pushing it. Yeah.
Because
Alright.
I had went and pulled it all off, and then after I had got done cleaning it, I just went.
I can just imagine you sitting there just nodding, just
And then she's got this little like corral thing full of her little cups for the Keurig, and it like had just a bunch of random shit all over it, and I was just like, and then I took some of it off and stacked it next to it and everything, and I was just like, what was this?
what am I doing? Having the time of your life. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Well, I was like, why was it like this in the first place? I was like, why is it like this? But anyway, I got done with that, and I was just chilling upstairs, and I was like, I don't know if I want to make music, play video game, watch show, watch movie. Like the new season of Black Mirror came out that I need to watch, and like I just all this stuff, and I was just like, and I just kind of sat upstairs and watched videos and sent them to my mom that was sitting across from me.
Nice.
And after a while, I go, you know, it sounds really good. And she looks at me, she goes, and at the same time, we both go, shake.
Yeah.
And she goes, ugh. And it's like almost 10 o'clock, so nowhere's going to be open
Yeah.
except for Sonic. And so she was like,
Yeah.
and I was like, come on, I cleaned the whole house. And which I wasn't going to pull that card.
But you kind of had
But
to.
she said, what can I do, you know, like to pay you back? And I was like, nah, don't worry about it. And then I was like, well.
if the offer still stands.
And so we got in the car and we go to Sonic. And the storm out, dude, it was just a giant bunch of clouds that had lightning every 5 seconds.
I saw that.
It was so sick.
I was looking out my window, and it just every once in a while, I'm like, what the fuck?
And it was
just in that little patch.
stayed in the cloud. But the crazy thing was, it was like
It's like pink too.
all the way out there, and it was doing that in the cloud, right? All the way further, I don't know the directions.
South.
Fuck, I don't know. But
Towards where?
it's just like empty out there. I don't know. It's not south.
West.
I don't know. But anyway, up by the divide, there was
East.
That's not the one I was thinking of. There was a bunch of clouds up there that also were doing it by the divide. Then over by the other way, south had it, and then another direction also had it.
We were getting surrounded by the Fortnite storm.
Yeah, yeah, and all of them had just back to back lightning throughout the cloud, like it was like nonstop.
It's like you got to think some of those have got to be experiments, right?
Right,
Like
it's
that-
the Flindon was just for fur.
Yeah, like that doesn't just happen.
It's cloudy
right?
with a chance of meatballs, right?
Yeah, that guy. Also, I love that Miles is the kid from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. He is. He literally has to be. Because
You see the machine in there and stuff like that.
and his
yeah.
dad looks exactly like him. They-
That might be racist.
The character design is the same. They're both cops. They're both like big shoulder looking motherfuckers. Okay, you're the one putting race into this, brother. I'll say the word.
What? He's a cop.
Jefferson, that was his name. And I'm the racist.
But we go and get the shakes, and so we order, and Mom goes, 1 large chocolate shake. And the guy goes, 1 large chocolate shake. And she goes, yes. We get to the window. Give the card. The lady goes, 1 large strawberry shake.
Here's your pound of cocaine.
And Mom goes, no, it was a chocolate shake. And she goes, and then like closes the window. And this is one of the, I really don't want to make this sound too bad, but you can expect this from this kind of person, okay? She was shorter. She had some.
She was compressed.
She had some dental issues.
She was British.
She she was a little bit older. You know, she could see some silver peeking through her hair. And she just had a bitchy vibe. And so with Mom saying no, it was chocolate, and just shutting the window already was like, oh, well, she was okay. And then there was a shake sitting by the window, right? And so then the lady walks off, comes back, opens the window, hands us the shake that was sitting by the window. And then Mom goes, check and see if that's strawberry. And I go, no, Mom, it's fine. Just go. Like, don't even worry about it. If it's strawberry, it's strawberry. It's still a large shake. We didn't miss out on money. She's like, just check. And so then I take my straw, and I'm, like, kind of digging through it. And I could tell immediately that it was strawberry because there was...
Chunks.
Not chunks. It was on the side of the cup that wasn't filled up all the way. I could see splats of pink. So I kind of already knew, but I just kept digging through the whipped cream anyway, and it was strawberry. And she goes, she heard me say no, it was chocolate, walked off to nowhere, then came back and gave us the one that was sitting there, knowing that it was strawberry. And so then she goes, hold on. And so then she reverses a little bit, puts it in park, and then just waits, and nobody was coming to the window.
Nice.
And then they finally come over back up to the window, and it's not the same person, it's a different person. And she goes, we ordered a chocolate shake, and she gave us a strawberry shake after I had corrected her about it being chocolate. And he goes, okay, hold on. Or no, he goes, wait, what? And then has to lean out the window to hear it.
He was high as balls, wasn't he?
And then he closes the window and walks off and goes and talks to her or whatever.
Gets you another strawberry shake.
And gets and you can see her like just having the biggest, like, and it was complete silence in our car, but you could just see in the background her just losing her shit. Like, it was our fault that she gave us the wrong fucking shake, and then we were just going to drive off with the wrong one, which I was willing to do. Like, it's a shake, you know?
It's a shake. I don't give enough of a fuck.
And then she comes back, and after making the chocolate shake with fucking attitude, and she zips open the window, and then my mom's like, can you take this one back? Do you want to take this one back? She's like, I can't take it back through the window, and then hands us the chocolate one and slams the window shut, and then we were just like, she didn't even, like, apologize for giving us the wrong one. She acted like we were at fault somehow.
Huh.
We specified a chocolate shake, so we said chocolate shake. He said it back to us, and we confirmed.
Yeah.
At the window, we said, no, chocolate shake. She still gave us the wrong one, and then proceeded to act like it was our fault and be so rude about it.
And that's why you work at Sonic, you dumb hag.
And I was sitting there like... And Mom's raving. She's like, why would she give us the same one? And then she's acting like this afterwards, and as we're driving away, she's like, Carson, this is where you're supposed to tell me to forget about it. And I go, no! This is what pissed me off this time.
No, I'm mad.
Yeah, because usually I'm chill about it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, you know?
Yeah.
But this time I was like,
no, that's rude.
That was fucking rude.
That's very rude.
Like, she willingly gave us the wrong shake and expected us to fuck off, and then...
And hey, guess what?
Had an attitude?
Cunt. I'm paying you money for the shake. I kind of want what I asked for.
Yeah. It's just simple, please.
It's not that hard.
You weren't busy, so just...
Yeah.
God, it made me... both of us were pissed off. That wasn't even on the board. I just had to go off about that.
Yeah. She ran out of her adrenochrome prescription.
You know what it was? I'm the anomaly.
Right.
I'm an anomaly. It turned
into
into
a
a rapper,
rapper,
ironically. Why didn't they use that fucking song?
I don't
What?
fucking
That
know.
would have been so easy to use. He's even on the album. I mean, I guess they wanted to make original for it, but like they could have used it.
Just in the middle of the fucking movie. Miles, I'm an anomaly.
You just turn around and see Jid as like a Spider-Man going.
Yeah, he's...
I turned it to a rapper, ironically. Ran to back up. He's just going off.
Miguel just fucking shoots him.
He just pulls out the fucking 9.
It's like, fuck up. Fucking hell.
I don't know why the machine is on there, but it was a good movie, by the way.
Oh,
It was actually like a good...
Is it still in theaters, or am I good to just wait and watch it?
Don't know what it'll be on, and I don't know if it's in theaters, but...
That'll probably be on Amazon regardless.
It was not only hilarious, but like very good story. and because it was based on a real life thing. Like, it was just a very perfect mesh of just fantastic movie.
I do have to go watch it.
And there's like cameos that like I recognize only because I like used to like listen to the podcast and stuff a lot. Like, his wife is in it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she plays his neighbor and goes, "Hey, Kreischer, where's the beer?" or something like that. Like,
That's awesome.
It's so funny. I can't remember if his daughters or someone had a cameo too, but then Mike
Wazowski.
Mark Hamill plays his dad in the movie,
I love Mike Hamill.
and he does so good.
Really?
Yeah, the movie, honestly, I loved it. So I definitely suggest checking it out. That was forever ago that I didn't watch that too. Quick thing though,
I will probably
stickers.
check it out.
Stickers, I've got 20 left as of today, which is a week ago for everybody. I only had one person get a new. Well, Gabe did too, but I have to ship that one out, so it doesn't count. But get some more stickers. I'm getting close. I think once I get down to like the last 5, I'm just gonna get the new ones, which I gotta ask you your opinion on because I've kind of boiled it down to 2 ideas that I might do for the next ones. So go buy those.
Yeah, do
just
that.
Hit me up, and then
Just hit him.
just hit me, please. God, just punch me in the fucking face.
Feel anything.
Any human contact, just punch me in the fucking face, please.
Or if you feel inclined, I could use a hug.
You sounded like John Mulaney when you said that.
Could use a hug. No, I can't even ever recreate that.
And then last week, I going crazy about imaginary fire ants.
Imaginary fire ants. For
the-
April Fools, they gotta like release one CD with that title.
So that I went to that concert on Thursday, right? Then Friday we recorded and did some stuff, and then Saturday they had another concert at the Ogden Arts Festival at the Union Station.
So cool.
So, which I still have my band on from that.
You got bands?
I got bands on bands on bands. And so I showed up. He said that they start at 12:30. They like go on at 12:30, and I was like, shit, okay. And I forgot again that the farmers market was going on. So I got there. You know how last time I was like, I'm just gonna park in the parking garage. You know,
Yeah.
the parking garage was full.
Really?
Yeah, all the way up to where we park up there, where the
What
top.
the
yeah,
fuck?
all the way up. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's nuts.
Yeah. So I was just driving around like, I'm not even gonna be able to make it to see him play. Yeah. So I was like, I mean, granted, I did see it 2 days prior, but I was like, what the fuck? And then as I was driving, I went around one more time at the top, and I saw these 2 ladies walking from the stairs to a car, and I was like, I really hope that they're leaving and I can find their spot. And then all of a sudden I see a car drive away as I was coming back up, and I was like, oh, where were they? Where were they? I'm driving around, cannot figure out where the fuck they parked. And then as I saw like a little spot kind of where that metal gate is that stops you, and there's no way I was going to park. It was just a big-ass truck that parked like a dick.
Naturally.
And I was just like, fucking hell. And so then I went to reverse, and then I look out my rearview mirror, and it's right on the other side of the gate, like facing the wall is where they parked. And I went, oh.
Fuck.
So then I had to go, like, flip around because I had backed up weird. I had to flip around, and then I parked right there and was just like, well, okay.
Found it.
And then I walked around the farmer's market, and then I got down to the Union Station thinking I could go walk around kind of like what we did, and you'd have to go inside to see him play or something like that.
Yeah.
But then I got down there, and there's people at this gate, and they're blocking it off. And I was like, and I look out there, and they're outside. And I was like, oh, they're playing outside. You have to pay out here first before you go in. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I went to go pay, and it was like $5 online, so I just paid online.
Yeah.
And then they didn't open the little gate thing until 12. So I was standing at 11:40 at this gate for 20 minutes.
Nice.
25 minutes because
You bastard.
But here's the thing, and it's another like moment where I was like, you know what? No, you could be mad about this. And it's because we were standing in one line. They had 2 lines, one on the right side going in and one on the left side going in, and both of them were the same.
Yeah.
The right side, I was one of the first few people there, and so I was just kind of chilling. I got my bracelet on, I'm hanging out. I can see Felipe and them just setting up all their gear.
My friends in there.
My friends in there. And then I look over, and the second line has started over there, and I'm like, okay, that one might be a little shorter if I wanted to get in early. And I was like, there's no reason. This is no one's here specifically to see them perform. you know, they're gonna be walking around the Ogden, like the arts festival. So I was like, this isn't like a fucking concert. I don't need to get in there early.
Yeah.
And so I just hung out.
They open the gates, you fucking sprint.
Move, bitch! I gotta be front. And the other gate opens exactly at 12, and people are starting to go through. And now the the annoying people that are around me are going, it's 12. They're going in. And then but no one's actually saying anything to the person like guarding the gate.
Yeah.
And someone goes, it's 12. And she's like, yeah, we're just waiting for some technical things. But these people are filing in on the other side. And I'm just looking at them and then looking at her and then looking at them. And then I just go and point. And then she like looks at me and then like side-eyes and sees them all coming in. And then she kind of goes and like doesn't know what to do. And then she looks behind her. And I think the person that was like orchestrating the whole thing kind of came up behind her. And then she like whispers something to her. And then she goes, yeah. And then opens the gate.
I was supposed to open this 10 minutes ago.
And I was like, what the fuck happened in that miscommunication where like everyone's filing in over there, but we're just like, and she's like, no, we are having we have to wait. And everyone's just fucking flying in.
I love
like,
just the...
yeah, I just was like, over there.
Hey, over...
Part of me almost was just going to be like, okay, and then just walk to the other one and go in that way. But then I just hung out, and then I walked I looked like a little kid. I walked in. I go over in front of the stage.
He has this little, like,
My
gorilla backpack on
with the
leash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but I'm holding the leash because I'm a big boy. I can hold my own leash. And I get in front of the stage, and at first
Kiss it better.
Yeah. I walk in front of the stage, and I think only
That's
Carter...
going to be one hell of a fucking frame, because I was in one of those.
I think Carter or Ethan were one of the first ones to see me. Or no, Carter was. And then I walk in front of the stage, and I just sit there, and both hands I'm going like this and waving. And then all of a sudden, Ethan notices me and Felipe, and Ethan goes, Carson! And I go... And I'm just waving my hands even more frantically.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hi, guys. And then they were like, hi. And I was like, I'm glad I can make it to round 2. And he's like, yeah, round 2. And then they keep setting up their equipment. I'm just standing there, and I'm like,
now what?
I'm going to go walk around. I've got 30 minutes till they get on stage. And so I was like, And this is all the day that I'm supposed to go skating with Ripken.
Yeah.
But he never gave me a time.
Naturally.
You remember, like, that night, I was like, hey, are you, like, what time do you want to go? And he's like, well, I've got family. Like,
Yeah,
you know, he just
I
started
gotta do
talking
stuff
about...
in the morning.
Yeah, he started talking about going to see his family in the morning and stuff like that. And like he didn't give me like an actual time.
Dude, that itch, like it's still kind of there. I don't know what's happening.
He didn't give me a time, and so then that night Hannah texts me and goes, when are you guys going skating? And I go,
Ooh.
he didn't fucking tell me. I was like, I asked him, and he just fucked off with the answer. And so then that morning, I was like, hey, I'm at the Union Station. You didn't really give me a time. What time do you want to go skating? And he goes, I was hoping noon.
Ooh, I almost said a very, very bad word.
I was like,
you dumb Ripken, I love you to death. You dumb piece of shit.
I was like, well, you didn't tell me that. Like, and so I was like,
you specifically said noon? And he said, I'll let you know. You didn't let him know, ding dong.
And so I was like, well, I told him, I was like, well, I'm going to see at least their first, like the EP, when they perform the EP, their first 5 songs, and then I'll head out. And so I just walked around the arts center and just looked at everything inside and outside. And then eventually they came on, and I just sat down. There was like maybe 3 rows of folding chairs right in front of the stage. So I just went and sat in front and center and was just like, hi, guys. And then I was just sitting there singing along because after 3 days of this album being out or EP being out, I like,
you know it.
I know it, and it's on my on repeat list and stuff like that. And so I'm just sitting there jamming the fuck out, like, and singing along with it and everything. And me and Felipe are making awkward eye contact because, you know, it's not a crowd. He can't be looking at everyone. So he would just look at me and then look away. And I was
it's like, it's really difficult because then I was getting hard.
Yeah,
and, then,
and I'm staring at him because he's just fucking rocking the guitar.
He's
like
the performer.
He's like sitting there killing it. And then like I would look over at Ethan, but he's, you know, focused on the drums. Or I would look over at Carter, and he's just sitting there, you know, and he's just doing his thing on the bass. And so Felipe's the only one that's like looking at the crowd, and I'm just right at him sometimes. And it cracked me up. But yeah, so I went and saw them a second time because I fucking love those guys, and hoping to get them on. I know we probably said it last time, but this will lead. This is kind of a segue. Then we got to segue back. I booked my tickets.
Really quick, I want to say I'm under the firm belief. You make a plan with me, and then you don't give me a time. We don't have a fucking plan anymore.
Ooh, okay, Ripkin, round 2, bitch. Guess what happened?
Huh?
I am okay. After we got done skating last week, okay, maybe 2 or 3 days later, he goes, "You down to skate again this weekend?" I go, "Fuck yeah, I am." And even after I blasted my fucking toe and my hip was destroyed, I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm down to skate next weekend."
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I even have a friend that was talking to me. He randomly hit me up and was like, "Hey, you still skate?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I've been trying to get back into it. Let me know next time you go." And I was like, "Fuck yeah." So I told him, I was like, "Hey, I've got a friend that might want to come skate with us." You know, and he was like, "Sweet, I also have a friend that might want to come skate with us too." And I was like, "Sick."
Nice.
And I was like, "So, when and where?" And he was just kind of like, "I'm kind of hoping to maybe go to a new skate park, or maybe we can try out street skating." And I was like, "We can do both." I was like, I've only street skated in Ogden, like that's because there's so many different places. And he was like, "Okay." And then we just didn't really talk much after that. And then, we talked, but not about that. And then come like all the time, dude. All the time, dude. Yo, coming, dude. Fuck.
Fuck, I'm never getting another job again.
This is all we need. We'll be okay. Yeah, by the way, we also went up from 79 to 80 and then back down to 79 again.
Motherfucker.
Someone checked us out for one episode. We're like, "Yeah, subscribe." Next episode, oh.
They watched the funny one, then our mental health episode.
Yeah.
They're like, these guys are issues.
But so then I think it was yesterday, he texted me, and he was like, "You excited to skate tomorrow?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Is your friend still planning on coming?" And I was like, "I don't know. I didn't ask him yet because we don't have a place, a time, or like I said, we don't have a day, a place, a time, or anything." And he goes, "Oh, well, I was thinking." He's like, "I don't know." He made it a joke. It was pretty funny because he said, "Day Saturday, time noon, place, I don't know, my cock maybe," or something like that. And like it was just doing a whole bit.
Hotel Trivago.
And I was just like I was just pissed off because he was like, "Is your friend still coming?" And I was like, "There's no plan.
Why would I invite someone to something that doesn't exist?"
Yeah,
you
like,
motherfucker.
You just asked if we were skating this weekend and if my friend was going to go, but we don't have a skate park anywhere to skate. We don't have a specific day that we're going to skate or a time that we're going to skate. I can't ask him.
Or time.
We don't have time.
There's no time.
It's time to stop. A straight up buffoon. Just had to get that out. I kind of forgot what we were talking about.
Basically, my mind, you make a plan with me, you don't give me a time, and then you say, "Oh, we still planning on this?" I'm going to say, "Fuck you." I'm going to say, "No, I'm not planning on it." And if I'm doing something else, I'm not going to rush. I'm going to say, "You can wait for me now."
Which, Ripkin,
fuck you.
I love you to death, man.
Ripkin, I do love you to death.
But that was just very frustrating on my end.
And if you ever do that to me, I will fucking punch you.
All right, so this is where we're going to...
I hit my tooth.
I did so many times. But
fuck, damn it.
What was this gonna? Oh, wait,
dude,
this was gonna lead into something.
We're in the warp zone.
Got interrupted. By
me,
by you. Fuck!
I had to throw something in really quick. You were about to start a segue and then into another segue. You said,
yeah, but it's gone.
How many fucking segues do we own?
It was gonna go from the imaginary friends thing into something else, and then I was gonna bring it back to the skate thing.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
I remember. Okay, so speaking of that, because I said we want to get him on the pod soon, I booked my ticket to go see my dad out in Pennsylvania.
Nice.
Which will be like the 15th to the 20th, and you're gonna be gone.
I don't think I'm going.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, we need to get that episode banked for it, and I want to get them on for that one specifically because I'll be gone, and now that I think about it, I forgot to ask him.
Nice.
I think I was too hyped up about the whole song thing that I was doing that I didn't ask him.
Okay.
I felt like it was asking a lot in the moment, I think, so I just was like, yeah, I'll just wait.
I'll wait.
So back to what I was saying, the skate thing with Rip. I met him at the house. We went out to Kearns. Remember when I was like, you were like, how far is it to Kearns? And I was like, it's like an hour and a half. It's pretty far out there. My maps is avoiding highways and toll roads, so it was like a 40, at the most 40. It was like 32-minute drive on the freeway.
Nice.
So it really was not that far.
You were just sitting there buckling up like, fuck.
Yeah, I was
forever.
like, I had snacks. I was like, I'm ready to fucking just get out there,
ready for the road trip.
And then we got there in like 30 minutes, and I was like,
you were sitting there just knitting. It's like, well, there goes my fucking plans.
yeah, okay. Well, can you drive around in a circle for a minute? I got to finish the stitch.
I can't even finish this fucking blanket. Like,
and we get there, and I thought this was so funny. We walk into the skate park, and I'm because that day, remember, as we were getting or the day before, we were getting ready to go to your house, and my hip hurt so bad for just that one little wrong turn I did in here. And so we got to the skate park, and me and him are both stretching before we skate, and my hip is just hurting so bad.
we're getting old.
And so then I tried to skate. I tried to do an ollie or something, and it just seized. Like, it hurt so bad.
Just cramped, basically.
Yeah, and not even that. It was just like that sharp pain that makes you like stiffen. Like, it's
just
not
your muscles or nerves kind of
yeah.
Can you do that?
Thank
you.
And it did not feel good. So me and Rip both had the same idea. I was like, I'm going to look up hip stretches, see if I can figure this out. And so he's sitting over there just ripping and tearing shit up. And
you're telling me Rip was ripping?
I was on the grass doing yoga, fucking trying to stretch out my hip.
God, I would pay to see that.
And I'm literally doing that thing where my back is arched, and I've got my leg back specifically. And these little kids come up to me in the middle of me doing my yoga poses, and he goes, "Can I use your skateboard?" And I go, "Yeah, go ahead." I don't give a fuck. And so the kid takes my skateboard, and then another one comes up on a scooter, and he goes, "Yeah, I've been trying to do something on the skateboard, and I'm trying to get into skateboarding." Like, he's like just going off, and I'm just sitting there stretching, like, yeah, sure. Yeah. And he's like, "Can I use it after him?" And I'm like, "Yep, go ahead, man. Go ahead." And like, just these kids are just bugging the fuck out of me while I'm sitting there trying to not, lose a leg.
Yeah.
It felt like an action figure that had bent their leg too far back, and it's like off of the thing a little bit.
The ball joint?
Yeah, and I'm trying to put it back on, but it's like not
Your
really.
leg was off its balls?
Yeah, it was off its balls.
Okay.
And these kids are just bugging the shit out. And I've got this lady on my fucking phone going, "Now you're going to breathe in, breathe out, and stretch." And these kids are like, "Yeah, I want to try skateboarding, but, I don't have a skateboard, so I can't really try it myself. And thank you for," and then like,
here, wait, go ahead. Meditate.
I'm just,
Hey, man, I saw that the other guy had your skateboard. I really just want to try that. There's something I want to do on the ramp. Can I please try your skateboard? Hey, you.
Yeah.
Hey, is that your board?
Yeah.
Is that your skate? Hey, can I try your skateboard?
Yeah.
Can I go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Can my friend after? I have a friend over there. Yeah, he wants to try. Just turned into the video of like the Grinch and yoga.
But then he ended up like later on was like, "If I do a tail whip over that ramp, will you give me $1?" And I go, "No." And he goes, "If I do a tail whip over that ramp, will you give me $1?" "No." And then he's like, "If I do a front flip, will you give me a penny?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, and the other kid goes, "If I do a tail whip over that, will you give me a penny?" And I go, "No."
The art of the deal.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm only going to see this kid do a front flip, and I'll give him a penny. I'm not going to give you guys anything else.
Did you have a penny?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Because when we stopped at a gas station before the skate park, and I used cash or something like that, and so I got a penny.
Dollar bills, y'all.
And anyway,
Call back to Carson's video.
I was trying so hard, and after a while, I was just like, this is not getting better. Like, it's just hurting, and I can't do any stretches that are helping specifically. So then I just got back on my board and started riding around, and it's a new park, and I'm not good, so it's not like I can drop in or I can't do cool shit yet. Like, I'm just like, I'll just ride around in circles and find something to do.
Yeah.
And I found out, like, I just found kind of a fun little line to do, and I stuck with that for a while, and give or take a couple hours, I'm getting a little tired, and I'm like, I'm going to start practicing my shove-its and that strawberry milkshake thing that I do, which, by the way, when we were there,
I ordered chocolate.
I did order chocolate.
You fuck.
Here's your strawberry.
Yeah.
I can't take it back through the window. No, I tried doing that, which when we first got there, I was like, dude, should I try and land this? And I literally landed it first try, but like did that thing that I do the past 3 times that I've landed it, where
Step
I land.
off.
No, I land perfectly, but then it's just the bad momentum, so it just goes whoosh, and rolls out from
Yep.
under me. So I'm like, all right, I'll just go back to this, give myself a break from like zipping around the park. And I try shove it, and I'm like, all right, I got to adjust a little of this, shove it, and then I do the strawberry milkshake, flips around, and my back foot lands on the board, and then it tilts a little bit, and the side of the wheel comes down on top of my toe. And because I'm stomping it down to try and land it, I now stomp the wheel into my toe, and
Owie.
I told Rip after this happened, it hit my toe, and I went ooh, and kind of like jumped. And then I like started to walk, and then all of a sudden the pain just went into my fucking toe, and I went whoa, and like I bent over and was just like holding onto my knees, like
You
fuck.
got double taked by your pain.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, and then I had to stand there for a second, and then I picked up my board and walked off, and like was just like, maybe I can just walk it off a little bit.
Probably not the best call when you hurt your foot.
Right, and so I start walking around a little bit, and then I'm like, I think I'm bleeding, and so
It's always that moment. It's like, there shouldn't be liquid in my shoe.
And I walked over and took off my shoe and took off my sock, and my toe is covered in blood, and the base of it around my cuticles turning purple, and
How does
I thought
that look now?
it just has like a purple strip along my cuticle.
That's gonna be there for years now.
Yeah,
Like
and
same thing with like
it's not in the nail though; it's like actual my skin.
Mm-hmm. That's
and-
what mine was. That's why it grew out so much slower.
Oh, okay. But
So that's gonna be there for like 5 years, by the way.
I sat down, and it was bloody, and like it was turning purple and everything, and I was like, motherfucker. And then I sat there, and this is where I ended up telling Rip this, but I was like, this is where me and a lot of my skate friends differ. I sat there, and I was like, this fucking hurts. So then I just wrapped it. I have a towel in my bag, and I just wrapped the towel around my foot, set it out on my board, and then I just took out my sunflower seeds. I actually ate some edamame, and then was just like doing shit on my phone, and was just hanging out while he was skating around.
Yeah.
And then I was sitting there, and I was like, I really sincerely hope that he doesn't try to prematurely leave because I'm injured. Like, I don't want him to feel bad that I'm not skating, and then he wants to leave early, and then we don't get a full skate day. And so then I was like, this is gonna make me feel so bad if we leave early.
Yeah.
So I threw my sock and my shoe back on, and tied it up.
Did you think you broke your toe at first?
For a split second, when I took the sock off
You were just
because
like,
of how bad it looked,
It was just one of those. Oh fuck.
and then I thought because of how dark it looked, I thought that like it might have separated the nail from my toe,
Yeah.
and
Did it crack it at all?
No.
Really?
I think it landed so much more on the meat of my toe than the nail itself that
Gotcha.
it didn't do anything to my toenail. And
Can I suck on it later?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
get a little flavor.
Cool.
And so I was like, okay, and
I said
fucking
pool instead of cool.
oh, pool.
No, pool.
And got back up and fucking tried to skate again, and I did an ollie, and as soon as my foot landed back down, it just shot
shot.
through my foot, and I was like, oh! And I was like, I'm not letting Rip leave early because I'm being a bitch. And so then I started skating around, and so instead of doing ollies, I was just riding around the park,
Good
giving
shit.
my foot to feel the vibrations of the board and stuff to get used to it. And which, by the way, the hip,
Just kind of calm down.
it didn't really calm down. It just was an overall dull pain. So instead of doing the random sharp,
You got used to it.
yeah, instead of like a random sharp every time I did something, it just kind of rounded out and stayed in a certain amount of pain.
Honestly, that's fine.
Right, and so that's why I just kept skating around. I was like, fuck it.
Fuck it.
And so I'm riding around, and then I'm doing ollies, but I'm hanging my foot off of the end of the board so that when I land, my toe isn't hitting the board. It's just kind of like dangling.
fucking shit.
And so I'm doing ollies in the weird way, and I end up getting to the point where I can pull my foot back and land, and it's not hurting as bad. And I told him after a while we getting ready to leave, and like I'm not the person to end a skate session.
Yeah.
I will never be the guy to end it unless I have somewhere to be. I am not the guy to end it. And so he came up to me and he was
It's
like,
like a
hey.
game of catch.
I was laying sprawled out on this one I don't even know what the fuck it was, just concrete slab, but I was just sprawled out on it, just sucking in the sun. I was like, this is fucking fantastic. And I was listening to indie music the whole time I was skating, which is a new thing. I'm usually listening to 90s rap and like stuff like that. And so I was just vibing, dude. And the sun felt good, and
Dick was hard.
And he came up to me and was like, I'm ready to leave whenever you are. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to make my rounds around the park one last time, and then we can head out. And so I went around the park one way, and then I went around the other way because there's different things to hit when you go different directions. And so I went around one way, went around the other way, and then we dipped out. And I was like, see, if any other one of my friends would have done that to their toe, they would have been out, and they would have been telling man, can we leave?
Can we go home, man?
Dude, I'm toasted. Like, I'm burnt out for the day. Can we just go? Like, and I was like,
I don't care if I'm fucking exhausted and my arm is falling off.
yeah, I'm not
gonna
stay,
do that.
You know, like I if anything, I would let you do what you want until you're exhausted. But then I was like, but this is my first time at this park, and I don't know when I'll be back here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fucking utilize my time here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got back up and started doing that shit.
Don't sign up for something if you're a pussy.
Oh, I also
Why do we both have our arms up?
I'm going skating with him again tomorrow, and like I had mentioned, but still don't know where. I think we're going to Rosewood, but
I don't know where that is.
it's kind of where the other one was. I also put trip and concert. I got the tickets to go see my dad, and then the day after, I bought a ticket for a show at Soundwell. I don't know if you've seen that venue.
No.
It's even smaller than the depot that we went to.
Oh, really?
Like, you know how and it had like
Yeah.
a bar in the back? It's like that, but smaller. And the artist that I'm going to see is the opener. Like, she announced that she's going on tour with her as the opener, and immediately I put it on my story, and I was like, who's going with me? And because
Who is it?
it's Devin again, which
Okay.
is the one that I show you that has
Yeah.
that song called Head.
Mm-hmm.
Eh.
Wouldn't that be nice?
And I've been wanting her to come to Salt Lake. Like, on a bunch of her posts when she talks about doing tour stuff, I'm always like, Salt Lake City, Salt Lake City, Salt Lake City. And finally she was going. She liked my story when I
Good
posted
shit.
that. And then I listened to the main person maybe like the night after she had announced it.
They were bad.
No, they sound like very similar.
Do they?
Yeah, so I was like, that kind of makes sense that they're going on tour together, is because they're very close in like just what they do.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck yeah. So I got the artist pre-sale, like they'd send the text message thing. I got the artist pre-sale. Ticket was like $30. Like, after fees and everything, it was $30. Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah. And so at first I was like, this venue looks like 21 and older because the back is a bar and it's such a close thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is gonna fucking suck. Concert's in October.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, dude, this will be sick. My first 21 and up concert kind of deal.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. And then as I was buying the tickets, it's in all ages. And I was like, no, fuck.
Well, no, there goes my excitement.
Now I don't want to go.
That's it.
I'm not going. And
Dude,
so,
I turned 21 in less than a month.
yeah, it's crazy.
Got 3 weeks.
Which for that, we got to discuss what you want to do for the pod, because that'll be the 69th episode
Yeah.
and your birthday.
And my birthday. Yeah, that'll be interesting because I don't drink.
Yeah.
I don't really plan to. But it would be really fucking funny if I got hammered on my birthday on the podcast. But then how do I get home?
I'll take you home.
Okay.
I'll be the DD.
If you mean it, I'll
I
do
do.
it.
I mean it.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
Okay. Well, dude, it's going to be 1 beer. That's all it's going to take.
But I said that also. I never mind. I'm not going to out them on the podcast.
Out 'em. Do it. Out 'em.
But so earlier I showed you that song called Pink Dyed Hair.
Yeah.
The reason why I showed you that, and I was like, we'll talk about it on the podcast, is I did this thing where Bailey came over to Ricky's on Saturday after we got done skating, and I was like, that fit was awesome because she had these pants that just looked fucking sick.
Yeah.
And they were just like regular jeans, but they just looked like a good 90s pair of jeans. And so I was like, these are sick. And then I was like, oh, it's funny because I posted on my story that day of a song called T-Pain's Jeans. And it's like an indie song. And I was like, dude, your pants are literally T-Pain's jeans. Like, that's that song. And
Is that what? Yeah.
And
that was cute.
and she was like, oh, yeah. And then I was like, I have an idea.
Wait a minute.
And so I went through and I made a playlist based off of her outfit. So pink dyed hair, I just looked up pink hair. And then I found that song.
Oh, what
and I was like, damn, this thing goes crazy.
What
and
a cool way to find a song.
did you notice after that was another song that called Pink Hair that played?
No, I didn't see that.
So
actually.
after the one we had listened to, it started the next one. It was also called Pink Hair, which is a lot more like vibey.
Yeah.
And so
But
I found
that one
that.
was fucking sick.
And then I found a song with like a black jacket and everything, which I could show you the playlist because it's actually these songs are sick as fuck.
Yeah.
And then I got like the T-Pain's jeans was on there, and then I think I don't know if I did something about the shirt she was wearing or not. Oh yeah, it was. There's a song. There's a song called Porn Star Tits.
Oh, my favorite.
She had a shirt. It was like a little bit of a crop, and the across it said Porn Star, in like.
I was about to say,
gems.
how are you gonna save this one?
Yeah.
'Cause otherwise,
No, it said it had the word porn star across
okay, makes a lot more sense in context.
her chest, and
Her what?
Her chest.
Okay.
And it
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Spotify didn't have the song anymore, which was weird. So I didn't add it to the playlist, but I told her because I found the song through her playlist a while ago. I was like, just imagine that one's on there for the shirt, and then I was like, but the rest of it, I got the whole fit, and then I even found one for like her shoes. And I was like, we all as a group need to start doing this. Like, make a fit. I know we don't all have the same, like...
No, here's the thing. That is like the biggest riz I've ever heard of.
Is making a playlist based off of their outfit.
And you're just using it on our dumb fucking friends. You're using it on our dumb friends.
Well, that's the
who
thing. I
don't
got riz when it comes to our friends, dude.
Yeah, it's like our dumb friends that don't understand anything.
Right.
Uh,
So I was like...
use that against one woman. One.
Just one.
Just one, Carson, and you will have a girlfriend. This fucking guy.
I was like, we should all just start doing that. Oh, you know what I just realized?
What?
My gain is up higher again.
Oh, well, I've been screaming more, so that's okay.
Well, and I can edit it again. So
Yeah.
it'll be fine. I'm just not going to adjust it this time because last time I adjusted it and then it made it even quieter.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep it the same and I'll just adjust my end of it.
Honestly,
we're
the
done.
levels will probably be the same because I'm a loud motherfucker. Carson does it on purpose. He's like, oh, I accidentally turned your dumb loud ass down.
Like, oops, I muted your mic.
Oh, shit, I gave you the unplugged one.
Ooh, could still hear you just fine.
Oh, wow. Loud fuck.
But I thought that would be a fun little thing that we could all
That is cool.
start doing.
Yeah, that's
you
a fun
know?
little thing.
And then at some point it would be fun to make a TikTok out of it.
True.
Where you start like where it starts out and you're playing each like clip of the song for each thing as you're putting it on, and then at the end of it we could all just have like a group picture of us
Do
in
we
our
start
outfits.
naked?
Yes. Yeah. First song, Tidy Whities. Loaded diaper.
What you doing with all that junk? All that junk is on your drum.
But that's how I found that, and it was the coolest thing because I just found a shit ton of new music off of just looking for the outfit. I was like,
That's cool.
damn, these are sick as fuck, which again I'll show you afterwards. But and then I also wanted to mention one last thing. Toads, when
Croak.
Yeah, ribbit. That's it.
Good job, buddy. Say it with me.
Ribbit.
Ribbit.
Yay, ribbit.
Look at him.
Ribbon.
You dumb sack of
Ribbit.
shit. Shut the fuck up.
Ribbit. Ribbon.
Ribbit.
Ribbon.
Say the fucking word, kid.
Say the peanut butter word.
Say the peanut butter word.
No, so last time I had pulled my paper out and I was like, it's like the Toads debacle, and I was like, I'm not going to talk about it. But I did want to mention it because of just this one reason. I won't tell the whole story, but just this one reason. When me and you went, and we said that they kind of fucked off, where like we paid and then we just walked over and grabbed our clubs and we went out there. This time I was with my brother. I paid, and I walked over to grab my clubs, and he was like, "Yeah, you guys have your cards?" And stopped me. And so then I gave it to him, and he swiped them. And then we grabbed our stuff and went out there, and I was like, I wonder what the difference was between when me and you went and when me and Caleb went. because it was the same people working.
No way.
It was the same because the
What time?
manager. It was the manager. It was a little earlier.
When we went, it was 2 teenagers at the cash register.
There's all teenagers there.
Yeah, but I wouldn't think the manager would be one of those 14-year-olds. You know what? Never mind.
He is. I promise you. He might look a lot younger than he is, but he's got to be still in his teens. Like, he might be 18 at the most. But, yeah, he was like, do you guys have your cards? I can swipe it for you. And he was like, I could swipe it for you in here. And I was like, okay. And so I handed it to him, and then I walked out there, and I was like, I wonder what the difference was. Because it was the dude that helped us get our stuff last time. It was him.
Okay.
And then after after that, it just was like I didn't really think about it. Also, I got 2 hole-in-ones while we were there.
Good shit.
After me and you got nothing that last time.
After me and you just kept getting edged.
Yeah.
Every time.
I got 2 of them.
Good shit.
But yeah, it was very weird to me. I wanted to know what had caused such a radical difference between.
It could have been how late we went. I think because we went
He was
right
just kind of
before
like,
closing.
"Fuck, guys, go!"
And
like,
we kind of just immediately went and grabbed him and dipped.
yeah. Where me and Caleb, we did. I mean, it was earlier, but we both kind of. I was like, "All right, let's go get our clubs." And then I walk over and he was like, "Which one should I?" And then I was like, you might want to get one of the smaller ones because you're a smaller person. And then all of a sudden he walked up to us, and then that was that. And I was like,
Interesting. Well, at least
weird.
you had all the extra.
right, right, because I didn't buy any. Well, and then that's where the whole debacle comes in. I can tell you afterwards because it was just a fucking mess.
I love debacles.
But I guess that's it for today. Buy my stickers.
Buy the stickers. They're fun. They're cute.
There's gonna be more. They're gonna be even cuter.
They're gonna be so fucking cute. But yeah, wait a minute. Spotify? I smell a Spotify user.
That's me.
Oh wait, no, that was Carson.
Stinks like Spotify in here.
3 flies. Hey, but if you're on Spotify, if you're listening on Spotify, why don't you do me a favor really quick? Why don't you go ahead and rate us 5 stars out of 5? Don't do it out of 10. I'll be fucking furious.
I did the Q&A thing that it does at the bottom.
Did you?
It shares it with us, and it displays it on Spotify.
Thank God you told me that.
Because I said, these guys are really funny. More of these guys. I like this episode or something.
You said
some
more
shit.
of this Carson guy, didn't you?
I don't think I said more of this Carson guy that time. Because I was just testing to see what it said. I think I just said, these guys are funny. I really liked this episode or something like that.
We don't always do that. Okay, maybe. But, well, that was close. But make sure to rate us 5 stars and do that Q&A. I think that'd be very fun if we were able to start seeing some feedback in that kind of sense from you guys. I think it'd be fun. And while you're on Spotify, there's something else you should do, in your free go fuck yourself, camera.
No, you go fuck yourself.
Fuck you.
And if we stick together, who knows what we'll do. It was always the plan.
Just gonna keep repeating
to put the world in your hands.
Huh. Oh my God.
I interest you in everything, all of the time. A bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. God, I interest you in everything, all of the time. A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything and anything and everything and anything and everything and all of the time.
Fucking damn! Look at us go.
It's as if we're super depressed.
I lied to everybody. This episode's going to go a little bit longer. All of the songs that I made that I showed you.
Right.
I'm thinking, I got to redo some of the low vocals and the guitar and stuff like that on some of them. But I think I'm going to not really do too much different to them and leave them just as bare bones as they are. And then release them as an EP of just, random unfinished songs.
Good shit. Yeah.
And because after I get that first one I showed you that of me singing and it's all the rasp and all that kind of stuff, I was like, I'm not going to be able to recreate the rasp because of how many takes it took for me to get the song out with no water.
Just scream.
Just
For
go
like-
smoke a couple cigarettes.
Yeah, like a pack, and then scream for 2 minutes. You'll get that rasp.
And then I'll have it. I'll sound
Yeah.
like bluesy as fuck.
Yeah.
And
There it is.
whoa. I'm not gonna.
I see. I did it.
And so I thought like I can just do. I'll make maybe a couple more if they come to me, and
I do.
and then you come to me.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All day.
And I'll release them as just like a small like it's just gonna be like called like unfinished bullshit or something.
Circumcised.
Like that. It'll be unfinished bullshit, and then each one will just be like track 1, track 2, track 3 kind of thing, where it's just like random
then
bullshit.
Track 1, track 2. Fuck you. Track 4.
I need to tell you after the camera cuts. I can't forget about this idea I have for an album.
Album.
It is
Locked in the brain. I'll forget it in 3 minutes.
It is such a great idea.
Okay.
But I just wanted to say that because I have been singing all of them, singing every single one of them. The first one is actually
I like 'em.
pretty good. The first one, I think I really hit a solid home run with that one. My aunt has been obsessed with it, and so I do like that one. And then I'm working on one, trying to get it to someone else that can help me with like the more instrumental version of it, because I'm just not.
I wonder
best
who
at
it
guitar.
is.
Who's that Pokemon? And
Metal pipes.
So I told you guys when I said that that imaginary friends, all 3 of them inspired me. They fucking inspired me. I've just been fucking
You
rapping them
made-
out.
You made a lot of songs.
So I'm trying my best. And the most recent one that I made, I recorded 4 tracks of guitar, 3 tracks of me singing, a little bit of tambourine, a little bit of percussion against the guitar, and I was gonna record banjo, more percussive, like natural percussive stuff, and a couple more layers and vocals and stuff like that. But I don't have enough tracks to do that because I'm still on the light
Right.
version. So
Yeah.
I could work around that if I really felt like it, but I wanted to mention that before we cut because
Fair.
who knows where that'll go after this week. So
True. Yeah, now that all the fucking Spotify nerds are gone, because, we tried to end an episode again without ending it.
4 minutes ago.
That many. But, all the people that are on YouTube instead of Spotify, and if you're on Spotify still and you're listening, hop on over to YouTube. We know you want to join to that side anyways. That's where the visuals are. That's where the funny ha-has for your eyes happen. But go to YouTube, 2 Brains 1 Cell Pod. Make sure you
Ribbon.
type that in. Motherfucker, it's Ribbon! And make sure you hit subscribe on 2 Brains 1 Cell Pod. And don't forget to like this episode and leave a comment about your favorite part. And if you want to be on the podcast yourself, I think that would be fun. And if no one comments, you're all fucking dead to me. I hope you know that.
Ooh, I should probably start like a lineup of who we need to have on,
True.
because I've had a couple people say they want to, and I go, for sure, I'll talk to Kate, and then we talk about it, and then
We don't get them on.
we don't do it. Yeah.
It's because we talk about it, and it's like, oh, our secretary will take care of it. But we're our own secretaries. And then we just never take care of it. So that's kind of what happens. But yeah, make sure you do all that on the YouTube. And if you didn't watch last week's episode, I don't know why you wouldn't have. But if
Yeah,
you didn't,
why
make sure you
not
go and
either.
watch that one.
It's like a whole error, a continuity error. If you
Yeah,
didn't
it's-
fucking go watch that
It's
one.
like they're in sequential order for whatever. You're an idiot, I know. But I'm kidding. I love you. No, I don't.
Fire burn! Fire burn! I'm Satan! What the fuck is this? Hey, it's me! I'm the devil! I'm the devil! Who the fuck is this guy? Fire!
I'll see you later.
But any case, have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend, and we will see you guys.
Ribbon.
Cut the fucking camera. Cut the fucking camera. Go.
I said it's ribbon! It's ribbon! It's not that hard! It's ribbon!
No, ribbon's fine.
Ribbon.
Ah! Well, I swear, it's not that hard! It's just ribbon! It's a frog! It's a frog! Are you... Ribbit!
Ribbon.
Ah!
I'm zooming on you.
Fire rat.